Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I want to talk about BluJay because if you don't know, the YouTuber BluJay made a video right here talking about the recent issues about Bedrock Edition. I would recommend checking this out. I'll have his video linked down below. I love it. I do agree with him with some points, but some other points I don't agree with him because basically Mojang did mess up. Mojang did fuck up, and they did basically mess up big time. And what do I mean by that? Well, first off, the bug reporting website didn't work for the majority of the time. Like these lists right here didn't get fit. Like this list right here, like wasn't loading for 10 days straight. And usually you would get this pop up right here showing you this. We're aware that some users are having trouble loading the list of bugs. Our team is investigating and working to resolve this as quickly as possible. Thank you for your patience. In the meantime, you can still log in and report new bugs, so please keep the feedback coming in. Well, this wasn't loading for 10 days straight, which is unacceptable because those 10 days was when we couldn't report any bugs and when we couldn't submit feedback and all of that. And you can see that the list has just been growing because it's been down for 10 days straight. Do you see my frustration here? Like, basically, I'm sorry for making so many negative videos about this and making so many videos about this, but I just have so much to say about this topic that is unacceptable. So, and I just want to share my opinions and my thoughts out there. So, because it's what I love doing. So, yeah. But I hope you guys don't mind this. But I hate this. How Mojang's handled the whole situation. I hate it. I hate it. And I want this to get resolved as quickly as possible because, well, they did fix some bugs like the ping glitch and all of that in the recent release 121 to 123. And from what I can tell, the bugs have been fixed. Like the pink glitch is sort of fixed. It's not as bad as it was. But the mouse does still move. The mouse still does move on your screen. So they still haven't fixed that bug yet. And they haven't fixed some of the bugs. And I do agree why Mojang don't use a lot of social media at the Bedrock team because social media can be pretty toxic. But it's their job to collect feedback and to develop this game we love. The whole reason why the community is outraged and is criticizing Mojang is because we have a passion for this game. We love it. We have a passion for it. We love it so very much. All that we want is for the best for Bedrock Edition. That's all we want. We just want the best for Bedrock. That's all we want is for Bedrock Edition to become the best game it can possibly humanly be. But we can't have that when Bedrock Edition has this many bugs. And we can't have that when the pink glitch is happening, when the mouse is moving to your other monitor and off your screen, and just going to your taskbar and all of that on Windows. And we can't have those problems on Bedrock if we want this to be the best ever platform to play Minecraft on. Like we have a passion for this game. We love it. We have a passion for it. And the reason why the community is outraged and mad is because we all have a passion for it. It's our game we grew up on as a child, as a kid. We grew up on this game. And we just want the best for the community. And we just want the best for this franchise, for this version of Minecraft. Since you can play with everyone on every single device humanly possible. Because that's true. Bedrock Edition was made on C++, and everything, I guess, runs on C++, to the point where you can crossplay with anyone on any device humanly possible. And that's why the community is outraged, is because we love Bedrock Edition. We care for this very deeply. We love it so very much, and it's in our hearts deeply, and we love it so very much. And that's why a lot of hate has been going on about Bedrock. And to the Bedrock developers, because really, we love it so very much. We have a passion for it, and we just want this to be the best humanly possibly game that can ever be made. And we can't have that if we have this many bugs in the game. So that's why I am super excited for when Bedrock Edition has no bugs at all and is bug free, and they listen to the community. And in my opinion, the only way they can listen to the community is by having social media like Twitter, YouTube, etc., etc. They need to have social media so that they can contact us, so that they can basically have a direct way to us. Because I think as developers of the biggest game ever, until I guess GTA 6 comes out, but until then, I believe GTA 6 is going to continue getting delayed, which is a good thing because that means Minecraft will stay as the #1 best-selling game until then. When GTA 6 does release, I believe that will be the new best-selling game ever possibly made. But until then, I think Minecraft will stay as #1. So since this is the #1 for now best-selling game ever made, I think there needs to be some high expectations on the developers because they own and they develop the biggest game humanly possibly made. And with that comes high expectations from everyone, including the Minecraft community. So we have very high expectations from them because they have infinite money. They have infinite money from like the marketplace. They have infinite money from everyone buying the game loads of times, and etc. etc. So I know Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, they take a cut of the revenue from the game, but Mojang still gets a huge percentage of that revenue. So does the developers, so they can continue developing this game. And I do agree with BluJay, but I don't, and his video will be linked down below. So make sure you check that down below. But basically, I just wanted to say that I do agree with him, but I don't agree with him as well because really, basically, I don't agree with some of his points. The points I don't agree with is that the community has messed up and has. I do agree that the community has messed up and has lost their cool, but in my opinion, the community did what they had to do. We felt unheard. We felt like we were being unheard because these bugs are being unfixed for a long period of time. They weren't fixing these bugs as fast as possible. But I guess fixing bugs does take some time to fix and all of that. But they have a huge development team, and they also are backed up by Microsoft, the biggest corporation ever to exist. So they should be able to hire more developers and also hire more people to develop the game. And since I have a lot of developers on Bedrock Edition, I bet, to basically update every single Bedrock device, which is iOS, Android, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, Windows. I don't know if Linux runs Bedrock Edition. Let me know below if Linux basically runs on Bedrock Edition or runs Bedrock. I don't know. But there's a lot of like Amazon Fire Tablet, Amazon Fire TV, etc., etc. There's a lot of things like Apple phones and tablets and all of that. There's so many things that Bedrock is running on that gets constant support, and that means that it does take a while for updates to come out, like bug fixes, because they need to like know what device is having this issue, which within the past couple of weeks has been Windows 10 or 11. So yeah, but I just wanted to make this video just so that I can talk about my opinion about what BluJay said. I'd recommend watching BluJay's video. It's only 9 minutes long. I recommend watching it. It will be linked down below in the description, so make sure you watch that. I think it's a very good watch, but the reason why I think the community is upset, including me, is because they allowed these issues to basically pass Minecraft Preview, which Minecraft Preview was when they should have fixed all these issues. They should have fixed all of these issues and basically delayed the further updates from coming out because, or at least delayed the update on Windows. At least delayed the update on Windows because they should have delayed 1.21.120 because so they can fix these bugs. So that 121 to 120 is not that big of a mess of a release as it was, because 121 to 120 was such a chaotic and such a messed up release, and was a chaotic release with worlds getting deleted, chunks getting deleted, with the pink glitch coming back, with the mouse issue, 2 different mouse issues coming back. That's 5 issues so far. With textures being randomized and messed up. Yeah, you see right there, my skin keeps blinking in and out. So on and so forth. That's like 5. So that's like 7 bugs I just mentioned that passed Minecraft preview. If they delayed the 1.21 to 120 release, and they fixed all these 7 issues in Minecraft preview, and it also fixed the migration, that's 8 issues now, and fixed the migration, I think then 121 to 120 could have been a fantastic release if they fixed all these 8 issues. And I think that's why this is such a devastating update and the reason why the community is making so many videos about it is because we feel like we're being unheard, because Mojang hasn't addressed any of these issues until very recently in a dev note in one of the changelogs. And that is so disappointing that the community had to do. They do talk about this in the upcoming Realm News episode, so I really recommend you watching Realm News, because in this upcoming Tuesday's release, which will be uploaded on November 18th. On November 18th, Realm News will be uploading that, and we will be talking about that, so make sure you listen and watch this upcoming Tuesday's episode for that, because in my opinion, it is such a fantastic video to talk about. And basically, here's what I'm talking about. Here's the changelog right here. You can see that they added a dev note right here. I love these dev notes. I think these were a wonderful introduction. And I think that basically, I love the dev notes. They're really cool, and I think they should continue doing this. And I love this part right here. And you see, this came out on November 13th, so a couple of days ago, this past Monday, so almost like a week ago. But they should have waited to release 1 to 21. Like you can see here, release change logs. Like you can see 120 first started. So I want release change logs. I want preview. Minecraft beta and preview. Release changelog. Beta and preview information and changelog. Yeah, this one. Okay, here it is. So now we want to go to 121 to 120. So we started the 120 release cycle on, you see, September. So basically it's been, November. So I guess it's been a month since. So October, November. So it's been it's been 2 months now. It's been 2 months since we started since this beta and preview release, you can see right here. And the last one came out on basically October. So you see right here, September. It's about a month of beta and previews for this update right here. And then basically 121 to 120, this update right here, then released in October, on October 28th of this year. And this was the chaotic update that everyone hates, because it migrated. Because if you see right here, we should see where it says it. Where does it say to migrate? Yeah, right here. GDK update on Windows. We moved from UWP to GDK, and that's what basically messed everything up, basically. And that's what caused all of these issues that we're experiencing, I believe, is all the files being moved to a completely different area. So that's where this issue first came up, is when we switched to GDK from UWP. And I think they should have delayed it. Like 1.21, 120 should have never came out in the first place. This should have never came out in the first place. And they should have delayed it to fix all of these issues. Because this is the reason why we got like 1, 2, now 3 updates to fix the bugs from this one update alone. Just to fix this one update alone and all the bugs that this update caused, we needed 3 releases so far and many more just to fix it. Do you see where my frustration is coming from and why I don't agree all that much with BluJay and why the community has all the right to be mad at Mojang? It shouldn't take 3 updates just to fix bugs. And they should have delayed the update. They should have delayed it from releasing so they could fix these problems and not have this be a chaotic release as it was and a messed up update as it was. Like, in my opinion, the community had all the right to make the videos and to criticize Mojang for what they did, because it's rightfully deserved, because this should have never happened in the first place. This should have never happened to begin with. They should have fixed these in previews before this update released to the full retail release. That's why the community is upset, is because it managed to bypass preview. All these bugs managed to bypass Minecraft preview and get into the full release. Like, that is unacceptable, in my own opinion. I hate that so much, and I just want Mojang to do better. That's all we want. That's all we want. All we want is Mojang to do better. We just want Mojang to do better and be way more open about this and actually not allow these bugs to pass preview and get into the full retail release. If they have to, delay the update. The community would be okay with more previews coming out to fix these bugs before they come to the full release. Because everyone plays the full releases. Not everyone plays on preview, because it's not on every single device. The only device preview is not on is Switch. Nintendo Switch users don't have Minecraft preview, and so not everyone plays preview to begin with. Almost like everyone that plays Bedrock plays the full retail release, since that's the one you're given when you buy Minecraft. And if you want preview, you actually have to basically search. Once you buy Minecraft, then you have to basically search for it on the marketplace, and it's like one of those challenging games and apps to get. So that's why not everyone plays Minecraft preview, but a good handful of people do play Minecraft preview and do give criticized feedback. And I do agree with BluJay where he says we just need to continue putting reports on bugsonmojang.com, but just a reminder, that website was down and was unusable for 10 days. I don't know why. Probably because of all the bugs coming in from 121 to 120. That's probably why the bug report website got shut down, was because of all these issues we are experiencing within the past couple weeks and all of that. So, yeah, again, Mojang, please do better. Please don't let these bugs ever again pass Minecraft preview. Please don't let this pass development stage. Please fix these bugs before they get into the retail release, the full release that everyone plays on. Please don't allow these bugs ever again to basically bypass preview, because that's why the community's upset, is because these bugs passed preview and made it to the retail full release. I know I'm saying this a lot in this video, but I'm trying to drive it home that how terrible it is that Mojang actually allowed this to pass preview and managed to pass certification, all of that, and how this is unacceptable, how Mojang allowed this to begin with, and how basically this shouldn't have never happened in the first place. So yeah, again, huge shout out to BluJay for making that video. I'll have his video down below in the description. I really do recommend you guys watching it. It is a really good watch. I recommend you watching it whenever you can because it's such a fantastic video, and I recommend you watching it whenever you can. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video just to tell you guys basically why the community is upset and why, in my own opinion, the community has the right to be upset because we just care about this game deeply and we love it so very much. We just want this game to be the best that it can humanly possibly can be. And we can't have that with these bugs in the game. So that's why the community is upset with all of this. So I'm sorry for making this many videos about this topic. It's just that basically I have a lot of opinions and I'm finding more videos about this, and it's changing my feedback and it's changing my opinion and thoughts about this whole situation. So I just thought I'd make an updated video about this because, well, things have been brought to my attention and things have been going on ever since my videos about this situation and stuff like that. So yeah, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because it was just a chatting video about me just talking about basically my new opinions and my new thoughts about this whole situation as a whole ever since BluJay released the video. So yeah, but again, huge shout out to BluJay for releasing that video because it's such a fantastic video. I really recommend you guys giving it a watch because it's such a fantastic watch. This video right here is such a fantastic watch. I really recommend you guys watching it because, in my opinion, it's definitely worth the support. You can see I did comment on here giving my opinion and thoughts. This is so well said. I just think we need a better way of direct contact to developers because I love the Java devs interacting with the community and are active on social media. Whereas with the Bedrock devs, they don't interact at all with us, with the Bedrock community. It's like we're being ignored. That's why the community is mostly upset because we feel like we are being ignored because they haven't addressed any of this publicly via YouTube or Twitter. They just need to make a better way for us to contact them directly because the bug report website was down for 10 days straight and it's still having problems to this day. And another reason why people are angry is because these issues should not have made it past the preview stage because what happened in these issues first affected micro preview and they didn't bother to fix it while it was in preview, and they brought that to the full version. That's why people like me are even more upset because they didn't bother to fix it before it left Minecraft preview. I really appreciate you making this video and talking about this. I know this is kind of a heavy topic, but it is definitely something that needs to be done. And you can see BluJay, he responded to me saying 100% in an ideal world, we've had open communication. Bugs would never make it past preview, but bugs would never make it past preview? Then how do you think this whole situation started? This whole situation started with preview having the bugs, and then those bugs transferring to the full release because they didn't bother to fix it before it made it to the full retail release. So that's obviously a false statement by him. Bugs would never make it past preview. Well, they did. Well, it happened. That's a false statement right there. Because these issues first, like all these issues I said in the video, first happened on preview, and I guess the pink glitch didn't really happen on preview, but the world's getting deleted, the game running terribly, like all the other issues, like the mouse moving in the background, that affected preview first before coming to the full release. They didn't bother to fix it. So that's obviously a false statement. But this is not unlikely a Minecraft problem. It's the nature of software development, which I guess that's true. I guess this is just the nature of software development. If you do move, basically where files are being stored and move where the game is saving all of the stuff and where the game is, and where all the game files are, then of course you're gonna have problems. If you mess with any of that and move the location of that, then of course there will be problems. But the main thing we're angry about is how Mojang handled the situation, how they handled the migration of all the files, of all your world's texture packs. We are just mad how they handled it to begin with. They handled it a lot better and had a more better way of transferring your worlds, because most people like me thought we had to undelete, like most people like me, we thought in order to get 1.21 to 120, we had to basically uninstall Minecraft and then reinstall it to get the update, because I tried myself updating the game a lot, and I kept clicking the update button, and the update kept on not going through. So people like me had problems to where we had to uninstall the game and reinstall it, and that deletes your all of your files and deletes everything. But I was smart enough to back up my worlds at least. I backed up my worlds at least, and so that's why my worlds didn't get deleted, because I made a backup of my worlds and all of that. But most people did not think about that, because another reason why people are upset is because we should be basically needing to worry about backing up our worlds every single time that there's a major update. Every single time there's a major update to Bedrock, we should need to worry about backing up everything, backing up our texture packs, our behavior packs, our worlds, all of that. We shouldn't need to worry about backing up all of that every single time that there's an update for Bedrock Edition. Echo Soldier said the same thing. We shouldn't need to worry about that. We shouldn't even need to worry about basically backing up everything once there's a new Bedrock 4 release. We shouldn't need to worry about that to begin with. So I guess that's kind of true, but not real. Like, that is true, but yeah, sometimes things come through into production for one reason or another. I refuse to believe they are maliciously releasing game-breaking content to the community and sabotaging their own product. I guess, yeah, they would never sabotage their own product, but that's not what we're saying. We're not saying that. We're not saying they're sabotaging their own project, and we're not saying that they are maliciously releasing game-breaking content to the community. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying that basically we're just mad that Mojang aren't fixing the bugs in preview first before releasing it to the public via the full retail release that you can buy publicly. But that's besides the point. The point is, how do we react when things like this happen? And this week, the reaction from some have been toxic. I do agree some people have been toxic about this, but most people were being truthful, and like me, I was being truthful, and I was speaking the truth, and everyone like Echo Soldier, Waddles, Phoenix SC, Evident, Evident, and like that, like people like Ibex Toy Cat, Silent Whisperer, we were all speaking the truth. We were not being toxic. We were just speaking the truth, and we were just speaking what we would like them to do better and what we would like for them to do. And we were just angry that basically these bugs made it past. I know I keep saying this. I know I keep saying this in this video. I'm sorry, but I don't know how else to explain this and how else to say this. I don't know how else to say this, but basically we're tired of how this keeps passing preview. If you don't know what Minecraft preview is, that's where Mojang publicly releases new features for us to release publicly, like test publicly, and we can test update out publicly before it releases to the public. So yeah, so not everyone was being toxic about this. Not everyone, but most people were. But I do understand that point there. Not everyone. Yeah, so you said not everyone, but it's definitely there. Counting a trend that has been going on for years and needs to stop. Toxic emotional response overshadows legitimate concerns, and that is why I believe Mojang has stayed silent on a lot of things, not just this. I guess that's fair. I do understand how basically how toxic people can be on the internet, on social media, but not everyone is. There are some really nice, respectful people like Nature of Gaming, like Echo Soldier, my friend Realm News, all of that just want the game to be the best it can humanly possibly can be. But we can't have that if the game is going to remain buggy and is going to remain having these problems. So I hope you guys can understand where I'm going with this. And I'm sorry if this video is just long about me rambling, about me talking. It's just I want to point out my things. I just want to point out everything and all of that. But yeah, I just want to hear you. I now want to hear your guys' input about all of this. I want to hear your guys' opinion about all of this. So make sure you leave your comment down below if you agree with me and agree with my points on what I said in this video. Because in my opinion, basically, I think that I am going to slowly come back now to Bedrock because most of the bugs are now fixed. It's just now the mouse not locking to the screen that I'm having issues with, but the good thing is that the mouse can no longer leave Minecraft. The mouse can no longer leave Minecraft. It can no longer exit the game. It is kind of locked to the game, but it can still move in the background of your game. It just can't escape the window that the game is on, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough. This video is long enough as it already is. I've been going on this for way too long now, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure you do leave a like. It really would help the video out in general. Make sure you do subscribe because really, basically, it would really help me out a lot if you were to subscribe. Plus, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the year is over. I'm trying to hit 1,000 before the year is over. And if we can do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. But that is it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Because I know a lot of you guys that watch my videos are not yet subscribed. So why are you not yet subscribed? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click down below. Make sure you check. Make sure you double check if you are subscribed or not. Because you never know. You may not be subscribed until now. So make sure you at least check for me if you are subscribed. Because it would mean the world to me. It's the best way to support me right now. So as a creator. So yeah, but that's it. And I'll see you in my next videos. Take you guys later. See you guys later. Peace. See you later. Bye bye, guys. Peace.